finished on here now for 3 weeks, so it's time to go home, start working on second wind. Lots to tell you, lots to do this time home. Second wind's now out of the yard, out of the shed, and it's now in the boat yard. So all the bills have been paid with Destiny Marine. Well pleased with that. So now it's down to me. And first day on the boat after getting off the rig. We're outside now. They put some tape over where the windows go just to stop the rain coming in, but also stopping the light, so it's a bit dark in here at the moment. But the purpose of today is to get the boat ready to start work on her properly tomorrow. If I can get the tanks done today, that'd be even better. So this here is my version of Muzz's on Sailing Life jobs to do, yellow post-it note. I would have run out of post-it notes, so I've got so many jobs to do. So this is my version done on a computer. So outside, the jobs we need to do outside to get the boat back in the water. Launch date is 28th of September, so I've got just over 4 weeks. No, over 5 weeks. But unfortunately, 3 of them I'm on a rig. So technically I've only got 2 weeks. And in amongst that, I've got family commitments. So I'm really pushed. But I'd like to fit the windlass up the front there, at least run all the wiring. Canopy, I've got a company doing that. So that can be done after the boat's in the water. That's not a problem. But they're coming to measure up in the next few days. Polish hull, I'd love to do that, but whether it happens or not, I've got no idea. So the mast is going up on the 17th of August, so 5 days time. I've got to fit the radar and run the wiring, and I've got to fit the new Windex and wiring. That's pretty much all I've got to do to the mast. I reckon that's a day's work and I'll get that done. And the mast is down. Here's the mast. We've run these cables for the radar, and these cables are for the new wind instruments. I'm not changed. The stainless steel rigging was changed 3 years ago. We've put a new steaming light and deck light in. We've run 2 more deck lights there. You can see the spreaders are on the same side at the moment. They'll move them over. I've left them enough line, and there's a tie wrap there from the bundle it up, so it looks like that when it's done. There's the cables for the Garmin, and then up here we've got 2 aerials. I don't really know why we've got 2. It's on there when I got it. One of them I'm going to use for the stereo, and there's the cable for the wind instruments, and there's the bracket for it. So hopefully that'll be all good. Obviously they'll put that on when they got the mast when it's up for me, and that'll do for now. Not much else I can do. A little bit of staining, but all the stainless steel's rigging's practically brand new. The amount it's been used since I put it on. Well, I didn't put it on, someone put it on. Underwater line, remove and refit depth gauge. Yeah, I've got all new, so I'm going to do that. Remove log, which I'm going to do. Sand and copper coat the keel. Now, I've copper coated this boat already, but there was something happened with the keel. I don't know if it was my fault or there was a reaction to the copper in the lime mud that it Kemp's was, the keel used to sink into soft mud, and I think that caused like a galvanic reaction between the copper and the lime mud and the iron keel, and it didn't go well. But I'm not in that marina anymore, and I'm going to do a lot of prep, get it all done, put a good layer of barrier on it, 2-pack of barrier coat on it, and then do that. And if I've got enough copper coat left over, I'm going to fit it to my hydrovane. I've got anti-foul on there at the moment. It just comes off on your hands all the time. It's really messy. So I'm gonna, if I've got a bit of copper coat left over, I'm gonna stick it on there. Bit posh, I know, but if you got it, use it. So that's the outside stuff. That's technically what I need to, most of that I need to get done before the boat can go in the water. Then inside the saloon, I've got to insulate hull. So somebody mentioned insulating the hull, which I think is a great idea, so I'm doing that. I'm only doing it with 6mm self-adhesive foam. I'm not going really thick. I'm never going far. I go to warm climates, not cold climates. Varnish and refit upper units. That's the ones that you're hanging on at the moment. Sand and varnish all the woodwork. So all this stuff needs to be all sanded and varnished. That's going to be an ongoing thing. Sort out nav table. That's got a few scorch marks in it. I'm going to put a vinyl wrap on it and see how that goes. If it looks good, I'll keep it. If not, I'll actually put a veneer on it, which I've got. But the vinyl wrap might be a bit nice, a bit cool. It'll match the electronics unit as well. So do that. Cover ceiling panels, we'll fit them. And replace wood trim. So obviously most of that got burnt. The handle here that goes here, I've got to do that. And obviously blinds and curtains. Curtains I've washed, they can go back up in the aft cabin. We had blinds here, we're going to have to buy all those. Anyway, today, water tanks, which I don't think is even on there. But I'm going to paint out the water tanks today. So that's... So, why am I doing the tanks first? I need hot water, hot soapy water. That's my biggest thing. If I can get hot soapy water, I can clean. And if I can clean, I can then see what really needs doing. At the moment, I'm just going around in circles, so I need to concentrate on one thing. Small, I know, but if I get it done, then I can get hot water in the boat and we can move forward. So that is the plan. So I'm going to give them a quick scuff with a bit of 240 grit and give a coat of paint, and then they should hopefully be good for many years. If I hadn't left them open to air out, I wouldn't be doing this because they wouldn't have got damaged, but I thought I was doing the right thing, and I wasn't. So, I don't know if you can see that. This is stuff I've got for my water tanks. It's just Max Line 100. It's a 2-pack. It was a 2-pack. 2-pack. So I'm hoping there's enough room in there for me to chuck that in there and mix it and job done.
Three weeks later.
Hi guys, well that's it. That's my 3 weeks up. I've done on here. Haven't videoed much, I do apologise. It's just been flat out trying to get this done. I'm on a tight time schedule. The boat goes back in the water 2 days after I get home. So technically it's like 3 weeks, but 3.5 weeks, but I'm away for 3 of those, so they don't count. I've got the surveyor coming in the next couple of weeks. He's going to come and check the boat, make sure it's seaworthy, which we know it is, and go through all the equipment on board and value the boat for me before I put it in the water for the insurance, because obviously at the moment she's only valued at 10 grand, which is what they valued the boat at after they paid out. She's worth considerably more than that now, all the money that's been spent on her and work that's been put in. So you can see It's still a long way to go, but we've got all the ceilings in again now. They're good, all lit up and that lot. The electronics panels all working fine. I'm really pleased with the way that's going. Got all the little lights in. These got USBs in underneath. They're touch and they're dimmable, so you can just hold them and they go quite dim, and then they come back up again. You got USB charge points in every one. They're going to go, all these going to go in the both cabins and obviously in here. So there's 4 charge points there. There's 8 USB charge points in here, so there's no excuse for my camera to go flat. We haven't got the upholstery yet. The guy came and had a look around. We've got some good plans. I think he's going to cut it here and do one hole, one there, one hole, one there, stop them splitting and going like they did. These are actually cushions out of the aft cabin that used to be the old bed, and here he's going to do along with the sloping backs. I've brought these units forward so they're flush now. Here there was a gap like that, inch and a half, but I've pulled them forward. This is to make his job easier to get the upholstery up to the right level, because if you did it below that, you can see where it's quite dark. This is the original colour of the wood, but obviously with sun and just aging, it's lighter up here now than it is down there. So we're going to bring the cushions up to here just to hide the colour difference right the way through. You can see it all the way around actually. I've still got this all to sand down and varnish. I'm going to revarnish the table again, and the lower halves, but everything's going to get an extra coat. I put this trim back in. Couldn't get teak, so I've used oak. Really like the way it's come out. The handle's back on now. Yeah, everything's good. The lights are back in the little cabinets here. The galley is up and running now, although I need to put new worktops in because they're stained. They're fine as they are. I could probably polish it out, but I'm just going to put new tops in anyway. It's not a big deal. The head I haven't touched. That's still in a bad way, but I can do that on the mooring. So yeah, TV's no good. That's got to go in the bin. That's just nowhere else to put it really. So that's there. I've got the bench to go back, the shelf to go back in here, where the microwave goes. Sharon's bought us a new microwave, 500 watt one we had before. But I want to sort out the shelf. The shelf was a quick knock up one afternoon, just a temporary fix. It lasted 4 years. So yeah, so that's that. You can see what we've done around the galley. I'll show you around. So yeah, so obviously got the gas detector back here now. All this has been re-dyed. Actually, I've re-dyed all this, and everything else all along here is new. The windows are now in, as you can see, butyl taped, so they're Sikaflexed in to the frames and then butyl taped to the hull, all the way around. Like I said, the lights are in the units now, all individually switched. And yeah, there you have it. And obviously all this, so shelf lights, saloon lights and main lights, which would turn off everything in the, like, around the back of the cabins and all that lot. So these were always switched here anyway, so you've got them ones down there, and then you got these ones here for the galley, all separately switched. And that's that. So on deck, I'll talk you through what's going on there. So this is what they've done here. So this is all new, from here up there along to that edge there. This is all new. They've got to come up here and clean this up. I'm not sure what that is. I've got an electric windlass now. I'll put that in. It just fits. I've had to grind all this out. I've got to paint that, all that yet, to get it in. Bit of a beast, but it saved me a lot of work. We started cleaning up here. Obviously the mast is now up. We got our radar up there and new mast lights, and yeah, so that's all good. So yeah, everything's coming along nicely. Got a lot of cleaning to do. That's all butyl tape that's just stuck to people's shoes and got traipsed on board. Oh yeah, we've got new hatches as well now, which is good. All three of them. Safety feature is obviously they can be undone from outside or locked from the inside if you're going away. So yeah, nice big ones there. And the windlass is remote control, so you come up on deck and you forget your controller, no big deal. There's one there, you can just pull that out there like that, and that's how you control your windlass. And that's that. So all good. Still got loads of cleaning to do. If you look inside there, it's still got smoke damage, so I'll undo all those and clean them or replace them. Still a long way to go, but I don't care. She's going back to war. She's going in the mooring. She doesn't smell of smoke anymore. Oh yeah, a couple of new cages there. When you come down inside, she's a nice place to be again. What fire? Anyway, time to go back to work.